Welcome, ladies and lords, to another Tandem Yeti video, where today I will be reviewing the Doctor Who, the 9th episode of Doctor Who Series 11, and it's called It Takes You Away, and it took away the words from my mouth then, because I couldn't think of what it was called, but I remember now. It Takes You, I keep forgetting the name of that. The next week's episode is going to be even harder to remember the name of, because whew, just the battle of whatever it is. I don't know. But anyway, this episode, I saw a trailer kind of preview for it, and I thought, wow, this episode looks really interesting. It looks like there's good acting from everyone. It looks like it gets really serious, really tense. It's the penultimate one of Series 11, so it looks like it's going to be really good. But I'm worried that it's not going to live up to its expectations, because the previous episode I thought was really good. Crispy Pro didn't think it was that good for some reason, but I thought it was really good. Yeah, for some reason. And also, I heard someone told me that they were watching ITV this morning or something, and it said that there's going to be this blind actor in the episode. I don't know how true that is, but it'd be interesting to see that as well. No idea. I basically, from the trailer, I have no idea what can happen. Apparently it's got something to do with a cottage in Norway. I think it's present day. I think it's on Earth. No idea what's going to happen in the episode after. It looks really tense and interesting. Oh, I forgot to say, there will be spoilers in this review, and the first half of the review is me before I've seen the episode, and the second half of the review is after I've seen the episode. So I think it's almost time for the next part of the video where I've seen the episode, because Doctor episode's on in about half an hour, and I can't wait to see it. Really excited. So then, see you after I've seen the episode. What on earth did I just watch? So wow, just wow. The past two episodes have really done it. I can't, this episode, I'm gonna find it tremendously hard to review this episode. And I don't know why, I'm gonna try and think of something to say about it. My mind just completely goes blank. So, this episode is the episode when I realised that I will be sad when the Doctor leaves. I will be sad when any of the companions there leave. When I really got into the characters, it was this episode. This is the episode that made me get into Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Moore and kind of this new series. And wow, the past two episodes have really been way better than all the episodes before it, in my opinion. Really, I really enjoyed it. I need to say why, otherwise it's going to be an awful review just saying, oh, it's really good. I think I'm probably getting into it because the first few, Jodie Whittaker's kind of been kind of chirpy all the time and fun and making jokes all the time, which I do like, but it also needs to be balanced out with some dramatic, tense, really well acted, sad scenes as well, to make it balanced out and fully flesh the characters. I do think that I'm trying to think of something bad to say, but I was going to say something, I forgot what it was. The past two episodes have also been a lot creepier as well. They haven't been afraid to get it too scary, because it felt like they were trying to make it not too scary. And the special effects in this episode were so good, they were phenomenal. That fog looked amazing, and the people I was watching it with were like, haha, it's funny, it's the fog. But they were like joking about it for ages afterwards, for like 10 minutes, they were like, oh, the fog. But look, I didn't get why, it's such a silly thing. They thought that it's really, they say they didn't like the episode, they thought it was going good until the fog arrived, they said. And they thought it's too silly for Doctor Who. But I don't think it's just a different alien being taking the form of an animal on planet Earth. Like, what's weird about that? Is it just weird that they've combined the voice of a frog with a human with a frog? I don't know, well, anything's possible in Doctor Who. Everything has happened in Doctor Who, hasn't it, pretty much. You can list loads of mad things that's happened in Doctor Who, and you just blow people's mind of how weird things get in Doctor Who. I love the story with the 7 different grandmas. I was wondering whether she actually had one grandmother, but then she regenerated 7 times in the time that she knew her, or like, she died in the 7th regeneration, or maybe she actually did have physically 7 different grandmothers. I don't know. If she is if the Doctor's a Time Lord, and then she's referring to a grandmother, she wouldn't say 7 different ones because she knows it's the same person. I don't know. As with pretty much every episode this series, it's kind of been kind of the first 15 minutes I've not been so sure, I've not get into it, but after that I get really into it. I get really invested into it. If there was a TV series called something like Portals or something, and it was basically just based on like just a portal, like there's a mirror that goes into another dimension, and then there's this thing in the middle, like the episode, kind of the same physics as that episode, but it was not Doctor Who, it was a different TV show. I would watch it. It was just so good in itself, and I'm so disappointed that we don't get more of the story of the portal. I forgot what they're called. The anti something, and there's something beginning with S. I can't remember. I was thinking that it would end on a cliffhanger for the next episode, because the first episode ended in a cliffhanger for the second episode. I thought the penultimate episode would end on a cliffhanger for the last episode, but I was wrong. Also, talking about that, the next episode, I thought it was going to be really tense, really big finale. Chris Chibnall has built up to a lot, saying it's going to be really emotional. But from the next time, it didn't just look like any other episode. So I hope that it portrays it wrong and it's a really exciting episode. So now is the part of the video where I give the episode a rating out of 100. Yes, that's right, 100. It's different because normally people give it out of 10 or 5. Well, I'm doing it out of 100. So I think I'm going to give this episode 98 out of 100. I was going to give it 94 out of 100, but then I thought, no, it was a really good episode. It was better than most of the other episodes. I think I gave the Witchfinders 98, so I think it was about the same as that. Again, it can be improved to different features to make it 10 out of 10. I thought I did earlier in the video. I did say that I liked the way the fog was done, but it kind of looked a little bit off. It didn't look exactly like a fog. Like there was something about it that made it not look like a fog, and the guy in the anti-place, the evil Yoda guy that died. I was so disappointed that he died so early on. I loved his character. I loved the way his makeup was done, and I loved the way the things weren't too CGI this episode. It looked to me as though the fog wasn't CGI; it was made out of a puppet, and it looked to me as though he was wearing a really cool mask that was so cool. It looked like it was CGI, but it wasn't. I don't know. I think it was kind of a mixture of CGI and real stuff at the same time. All the companions acting and the Doctor's acting were phenomenal as well. Especially Bradley Walsh, he's really surprised me. I thought, oh, he's the host of The Chase, but he is wasted as a host of a quiz show. He is a really good actor. I do like him as the host of the quiz show, though. It's good. The Chase is on. And I thought that the scene when Bradley Walsh discovered the mirror and walked through into the place. When I first saw the caves, I was like, whoa, I'm loving Doctor Who at the moment. It's so good. And let me just remind you, okay, some of you might be thinking, oh, wasn't that good episode? But I am going to remind you of the Ice Warrior episode. It was the most recent Ice Warrior episode when they were in that cave. Just reminding you the quality of the episode. I really enjoyed it, but it was a very forgetful episode, and it looked very fake. It looked very plasticky. Just kind of looked like kind of the classic era. I think they were going for that, but you know we've got updated stuff, so we may as well use them. I'm loving the HDness of this series as well, and I can't wait to see what is going to come out of how many series and stuff Jodie Whittaker is going to have. I think that'll be very interesting. I also thought the character progression went really far in this one because, of course, Bradley Walsh met a different version of Grace, which I thought was quite horrible, impersonating a dead person, get them overexcited. But anyway, it was quite interesting to see Ryan as well talk to the girl, thinking her dad's abandoned her, because I think, if I remember correctly, his dad abandoned him when he was young as well. Not quite sure what happened with his mum. And then also, Yaz did a speech about Ryan's nan, about Grace, even though they're not related. She did a lovely speech. It's a shame she didn't do the funeral speech, because she did a lovely speech about her to prove that wasn't her, which was really good. I think that was the best speech moments that we've had. Unfortunately, I don't think the Doctor's had that many good speeches. Hasn't had as many good speeches as Peter Capaldi has. But we're still in early days. We're still in the first series with Jodie Whittaker. For some reason, she had to eat a berry to find out where she was. I don't know why. Like, normally the Doctor can just, like, sniff the air or put his finger or her finger up and we'll know where they are. But she had to eat a berry this time. No idea why. Also, I'm quickly making this video before it's been 182 years and the sheep take over and there's a massive gory war. I am definitely going to stay away from Wales. I'm joking, because, yeah, you know, apparently there's more sheep in Wales than people, which is quite weird. I love the surroundings. As they said, it was a really beautiful fjord. It's pining for the fjords! Yeah, anyway, Monty Python. So then, I think that has it for my review. I think I've said everything I want to say. I know that always, when I end the video, I'm almost sitting there, and I'm like, oh, damn it, I forgot to mention that. Oh, I should have mentioned that. Oh, I missed out. But never mind, it's a review, at least. So then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you didn't enjoy it, then you just wasted 11 minutes of your life. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Oh my god. Oh dear, oh dear. I was using this video for the video in the review, and I think I might have just corrupted the computer. Oh dear. I think if now you've watched it, the devil might be within you. Look at the subscribers. 666 subscribers. I am sorry about showing you a video of someone with 666 subscribers. Oh dear, oh dear, oh, we need to go, oh dear, whoa, but, goodbye, I can't, 666, I'm so sorry for using that in my video. Don't unsubscribe, because, oh dear, and also, look what else I noticed. This video is, so cursed by the demon. Look at this, 8 times votes. Something's voting 8 times. What is going on? It's so scum. I'm way too overexcited. Oh dear. Ha 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 ha.